Welcome to my edible garden. In today's episode, I'll be talking to you about growing this amazing plant called strawberry stick spinach or strawberry spinach. I'll also be showing you how to grow it from seed with final results. So let's get started, shall we? I first heard about strawberry stick spinach when I was searching for some unusual berries to grow in the UK, and these caught my attention because I'd never heard of them before. I tried to do some more research and look into these beautiful berries because I just wanted to know what they tasted like. However, I couldn't find anyone online who had grown them in the UK, nor could I find anyone that was really reviewing them or giving any great reviews on the flavour profile of this berry. So I got hold of some seeds and planted them out. As you can see here, they were extremely tiny. I planted the seeds directly into the ground in April, and within 3 weeks they started to make an appearance. The strawberry spinach is starting to come up nice. I mean, I planted it too close, as you can see, but I'm going to harvest some for the leaves and thin them out a bit, and then as you can see they go all the way down there, and then you can harvest some of the leaves when they're young for salads or like spinach. It's literally like spinach. I decided to start thinning them out as they were coming up, just to give some of them a bit more room to grow. So I'm just trying to go in between and pull out some of the plants so you can see the roots. See if we can try and repot some of these. So the strawberry spinach, or the strawberry stick spinach, started to push up sticks. I don't know if you can see that there. And then you can see at the end, the flower, or the first berry, I should say, on the top of the stick, look. You see? See? Strawberry stick spinach is very true to its name. It is a type of spinach. However, unlike other types of spinach, this is the kind of spinach that you actually want to bolt. When it starts to bolt, which means it's pushing up flowers to seed, these flowers look like little berries or mulberries or like a raspberry, which is what you see growing at the tops of these sticks here. So as they start pushing up, you can see that they're surrounded by the spinach type leaves, and then you've got these green berries at the top here. I'll zoom in so you can have a look, and they start forming like this, and then they start maturing into beautiful fuchsia bright red. Have a look at the strawberry stick spinach today. It's pushing up nicely, and I don't know if I can zoom in, it's starting to get a slight little tinge of colour into it now. Let's go along and have a look at some more sticks. Here's a good example. Look, if I zoom in on that. One of the fascinating things that caught my attention with this plant is that the entire plant is edible. Not only are the leaves edible, but the stalks, the berries, and also the roots. They kind of grow like a tuberous root, a bit like a carrot or a taproot, I should say, not tuberous, a taproot, which would look like a parsnip or carrot, but white. And that's also edible. So you can harvest the leaves and they just keep growing back, which is a pick me and come again variety, which was just fantastic. And after weeks of harvesting these amazing, tasty greens, I was really starting to get excited about tasting the berries. The berries are actually made up of tiny little flowers, which all have sweet pollen in them. And after 3 months, the berries were finally ready to pick. The colour of these berries is absolutely beautiful. I want to show you how the berries kind of grow once it bolts. So as you can see, it's got a leaf, a berry, a leaf, a berry, a leaf, a berry, a leaf, berry, and then a whole stick of the berries on the top. Like I said, all these leaves are edible and taste pretty decent. Cut up with a little bit of lemon juice, olive oil, and a bit of dried mint. Not bad at all. And in my opinion, the berries to have more of a spinachy green taste in comparison to a fruit. So do not be deceived by the strawberry stick name, association, or the fact that they actually do look quite like raspberries, or more like a red mulberry. So I can try and zoom in on that. So kind of got that mulberry raspberry look. So like I said, they taste, in my opinion, like a green, like a earthy spinach, but with a slight sweetness. Now, if you look, these are actually the flowers, and these little black things you can see here are the seeds. So if you tap these, you'll get the seeds dropping out of them. So it acts like a perennial, but it's actually an annual, but it just it's quite an invasive seed dropper. So the sweetness comes from the actual pollen inside each of the berries. It's got like little sap, and they're like little flowers, if you know what I mean. There is a slight sweetness, but with an earthy taste. As you can see, the berries are just everywhere. So I want to pick as many of these as I can today, and all I am literally doing is popping them off. So I've got loads, as you can see up here. So I'm taking off the brighter ones. Leaves are edible too, so I'm just picking some of the leaves. Make a bit of a salad. To make this salad, I cut up the strawberry stick, spinach leaves and the berries, and added lemon juice, olive oil and dried mint. Now, if anyone tries to tell you that these berries taste like raspberries or strawberries, they do not. They taste like a green, like a spinach, with a sweetness to them. So they do have a slight sweetness, but it's nothing in comparison to the sweetness that a strawberry or a raspberry or a blackberry or a currant would give you. So I wouldn't say there's a tartness to them, but I was impressed. I mean, these would be great for putting into smoothies or into juices and make a great addition to any salad. So why not try growing your own? And if you've grown strawberry stick spinach before, I'd love to know what you thought of the taste of the berries, so please drop me a comment. Thank you for watching this episode of My Edible Garden. In our next episode, I'll be harvesting some greens and we'll be talking to you about what greens I'm growing in the garden. I'll also be discussing what greens grow the fastest and which greens I'd personally recommend for you to give a shot growing. If you enjoyed this episode of My Edible Garden, make sure to click that subscription button and the notification bell in order to keep notified when I upload new videos. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed.